Welcome to DuncanR2N's Wall of Games. It has been quite some time, and I've been slacking on doing this. Today we're going to be covering the PSP games. I haven't actually gone over these yet. So we're zooming in here. I'm actually pretty proud of my PSP collection. I don't know, I really like the PSP. It's been one of my favorite handhelds. So anyways, I don't know, going through, I tried to get a lot of the RPGs and I guess unique titles, as well as some of the more mainstream. So of course I'm a huge Assassin's Creed fan, so we've got Bloodlines, which was way better than the DS game. This is a fun game, but it's very hard, and I never did beat it. You know, your shooters, which were competent on the PSP, even though it would have really benefited from a dual analog situation. Class of Heroes, Crimson Gem, Crisis Core, Crush. That's a unique little title. I think they've got a 3DS port out now, leveraging the obvious, the 3D aspect of it. Daxter, that's one of my next ones on the list to play. I decided actually recently to pick up the Disgaea games on here, just because I decided I wanted to collect all the Disgaea games and the various releases of them. Dynasty Warriors, Exit. I don't know anything about Fate, but it had a cool collector's box, so I had to put it in. Final Fantasy games. Always got to have my Final Fantasy games. Loved the 2 God of War games on the PSP. That actually was a title that worked actually really well on the handheld, and was both of those were really good. I actually recently picked up both the Growlancer and DuncanR, or I don't know how to say that. Harvey Birdman. I don't know how to say that either. Hexy's Force. Went through the Hot Shots games, got into my collection because I decided that I wanted to get all the Hot Shots. And I think I only got a couple that I'm missing. I think it's the PS1 second game I still don't have. Jak and Daxter, Killzone, Kingdom Hearts. This is actually pretty good. I never did finish it, but I had fun with it. Legend of Heroes. This is like old school goodness. I actually really enjoyed the Legend of Heroes games. I know these 3 didn't get as good a review as this guy. This guy is considered by a lot of people one of the best PSP RPGs out there. Loco Roco, that's good fun. I recently picked up this because it seems like it might be good, but I haven't played it yet. And this is my 3rd copy of Lunar. I have no, I shouldn't say the original. If I want the original, I should get the was it the Saturn version? But I have the PS1 version. I have actually it's over here, the Game Boy version here, and then I've got this version here. Down to Me and My Katamari, Medal of Honor, Metal Gear, all the Metal Gear titles, including the graphic novel that came out on the PSP. There was another graphic novel, but I don't think it ever got released in the States. It was only out in Japan. The Metal Slug Anthology. I don't even know how to say this. I actually I'd never played a Monster Hunter game in my life, and so I decided I was going to try them out. So I picked up both of these on the cheap not too long ago. The Patapons. I was not actually going to get this game because it was a PSN, or PSN release only, but then they relented and put out a UMD version, so I got it. Fantasy Stars, Phantom Brave, Pixel Junk Monsters. This is a great game. I was disappointed with Platypus wasn't as fun as I thought it was going to be. The claymation aspect is nice, but it's not really what it's cut out to be. The Printy games, Pursuit Force actually ended up in my collection because I got the when Sony had all their problems, I got this for free. But then it bugged me that I had this free game that I didn't actually have the real game for, so I went out and found a copy of it and got it. Ratchet and Clank. These Ratchet and Clank games are also awesome. Resistance. This was a solid Resistance title. This is the remake of the GBA Persona games. I played this one and I liked it. It was kind of rough in terms of the encounter rate was crazy, but it was still fun. One day I'd like to actually go do the alternate, the Ice Queen, but that's down the road. So Persona 2, 3, Samurai Warrior, Silent Hill, the SOCOM games, Soul Calibur, got that so I could play with Kratos in it. I'm actually in the middle of this, but I've been in the middle of it for a very long time and I need to just finish it. The Battlefront. I wanted to get all the Star Wars titles that I could possibly get, so I got the 2 here and Lethal Alliance. That pretty much completes what I needed for the PSP, because I've got the other versions on the Big Brother consoles. Siphon Filter, Tactics Ogre. I have 2 Tales of Eternia because one of them is the bad copy with a bug in it, and well, I wanted a version that worked, so there we go. Tales of the World Radiant, Tekken, Tokobot. This was actually really fun. I was surprised at how well that worked. I love Tron, so I had to pick that up. I'd actually eventually like to get all the various Tron games that are supposedly out, on DS and the Wii as well. Untold Legends, need to get back to this. This was actually pretty fun too. Nice, good Diablo-esque hack and slash clone. This is the only version of Valkyrie Profile that I was ever able to play. I always wanted the PS1 version, never got it. It's a very unique game, challenging but fun. Wipeout. Oh, Wild Arms, the last Wild Arms game ever to be released, which makes me sad. I wish they'd make some more Wild Arms game. And all the Ys games that came out on the PSP. And then way over here is the last one, is ZHP on Losing Ranger versus Dark Death Evil Man, which is one of the better titles out there in terms of the actual name of the game. And that does it for the PSP collection for now. There's probably only about, 5 to 10 PSP games that I actually still want, and then I'll consider my PSP collection complete. Later.